So, hey, what's up, Flip Factor family? This is Michael Green with the Flip Factor podcast, the number one podcast dedicated to teaching you how to find and win high profit flips so that you can make more money and be able to manage your contractors with a lot less headaches and stress and have the freedom to do whatever the F you want. Today, I'm going to share with you how to track your budgets and keep your spending down so that you can really increase profits and make your life a lot easy. And I've brung in someone very special for that, Delonte D'Souza. So the reason I love Delonte on this subject is I don't think I know someone who's better at not spending money than Delonte D'Souza, right? I mean, one day he's going to be like the next Dave Ramsey. I don't even know who the other financial people are because I don't follow him, but he's definitely going to be like Mr. Thrifty.
For sure.
Who's the one guy that's like cheap, the mustache guys, like Mr. Money Mustache or something?
Yeah, Mr. Money Mustache. Oh, yeah, he's awesome.
Dude, that's Delonte. That's his hero.
Yeah, that's my inspiration, financial inspiration.
How to spend no money, right? It's going to be like the 3 steps to living on nothing. Delonte D'Souza. You would be the guy for that. So I'm going to tell you some of the strategies I use to cut my costs. And obviously, Delonte, I'd love to hear anything you got to share because you're really naturally good at saving money and not spending. And most people focus on making money. And honestly, one of the bigger impactful things, and I think one of the biggest things you can change as far as like quickly right now in your business would be how do you save money on your renovations? How do you save money in your business in general? And most of the time people don't know that 80% of the money we spend only generates about 20% of the results we're getting. And then what we find in every business we evaluate, including my own, is as we go through it, most of the time, only about 20% of what we're doing is generating the lion's share of the income. So when you start understanding kind of that 80-20 rule, you can start to really minimize things and get rid of a bunch of crazy costs, especially when it comes to construction costs because money's going out the door. You know, we spend an extra couple hundred here, a couple hundred there. Next thing you know, it's 5 or 10K. No big deal. On, you know, got 150K in. It doesn't matter if it's 157, but it really does, right? It's that competitive edge.
Yeah, no, I definitely hear you. And I think there's a lot of things, you know, even outside of just, like you said, the renovation part of things, managing money in your business is like super essential. And it really comes down a lot from at least my perspective on like, what are your personal habits? You know what I mean? Yes, you make money in your business and stuff. The money that you're making in your business should be respected to be money in your business. And then we can kind of go into that a little bit more later in the podcast. But, you know, that's just kind of how I see things just off the top.
You don't want to buy pizza with it, right?
Yeah. Or like buy a Ferrari with like the money that you made, like, you know what I mean? Flipping a house.
Because if you do buy a Ferrari with the money you made flipping a house, you're going to probably be coaching people online in your Ferrari, being like, I made this Ferrari flipping a house. And even though you don't know what you're doing, you'll be another coach that has no experience, but has a Ferrari. So yeah, I mean, obviously buying a Ferrari is not something house flippers should do in general. I mean, again, if you have a Ferrari, I'm not judging. I'm happy for you because they're pretty awesome and I wouldn't mind having one. But I have to say my own personal journey that I'm sharing with you is I found that it's so easy when we get in this cycle of spending on marketing, running our business, that sometimes if you just want something, you'd be like, it's really very small in comparison to all the money it's going in and out of the doors. And we can really underestimate it, you know, its power of like all these little details. So we want to talk today a little bit about how do you track the budget and how do you kind of minimize it and keep it in place. So Delonte, I know you had some questions and you want to start those. Kick us off.
You know, I guess the first question I have is, I mean, what does your budget tracking process for your business look like? Because I know it's probably changed and evolved over time over the years you've been in business. So kind of what is the Mike Green house flipping budget tracking system today?
Well, I'll tell you where I started. And it was, and honestly, where I started, it's not really any better than where I'm at today. It's easier today. Because where I started was like a notebook. But look, if you've got a notebook and you just write down everything you spend,